Greetings, welcome to ruralvacantland.com, where we have easy, cheap land. Today I'd like to show you a property that I've got in Elko County, Nevada. And this one, let's see, Elko County, and I want the ones that are for sale. There's a couple properties in Elko County right now, so it's going to take me a little bit to narrow in on it here. This one is 2,999, so I'm going to do 2,999, and here we go. Pronghorn, elk, deer, and Mustangs. 10 acres in Elko County, Nevada. So it's got a buy now. You can just click on that, enter your information, and buy the thing. If you want to go for it. There's GPS coordinates here. If I open that up, we can see it on a map. And that's what I like to do. I like to zoom in and out and look around and check out the area. And you got the Wine Cup Gamble Ranch. I mean, that covers this whole area. This is Montello, Nevada. That's the little town here. Oh, we're losing it. Here we go. Here's Baja. That's always fun driving around there. But I live in Southern California, and this is Northern Nevada we're talking about. So there's Montello. Let's do a political map so we can see where we're at. Here's Reno, Nevada. Here's Salt Lake City. San Francisco, and Las Vegas. I don't know how better to explain where we're at. Reno, Elko is in here somewhere. And so you're kind of between Elko and Salt Lake City and up north of that. Elko is probably the closest main supplies with like a Home Depot, Walmart, smaller supplies at the little towns in the area, like Montello. I think you get some really basic groceries in Montello. But if you want real supplies, you're going to be shooting down the road to bigger town. And so there's roads. I mean, Montello's got a couple roads shooting out this direction. If we do satellite, you can see that some of these roads are a little more laid out. So you could drive 2 tracks right up to this property, it looks like. Looks like you even got your own little turnaround. But this, it's 10 acres square right in here. I pulled it up on different maps that show the size. This looks like a little wash maybe that goes through the middle of it. It also looks like there's a 2-track that runs through there as well. And it's just a classic rectangle piece of property. And sitting there ready to go. So looking at this, these are 2 different maps. This is Microsoft data and this is Google data. Google usually has the better data from my experience. Let's see if we can do some 3D and look at this, see what kind of data they have. Looks like all the cow trails and stuff go through this route. Looks like the major crossing of the area. Wow, there might be a couple of them. Yeah, you could just drive up on this road, pull your RV in there, and set up shop. It's like you can drive up and live there. You don't have to do much of anything. You just park on the side of the road. It's not like anybody uses this road. I mean, looks like it's specifically built for you. It's just there. It's sitting there ready to go. Your own 10 acres for how much was it? It's $3,000. I mean, it's not much money. Yeah, $2,999. That's like $300 an acre. And you got what was I going to talk about? The neighbors over here. Most of this area is owned by one ranch, Wine Cup Gamble Ranch. And it used to be Wine Cup and Gamble, and they've split them up, become together and back and stuff. They got a long history. Like, here's a map. Look at this ranch. This ranch covers like from the Utah state line. Here's the mountain range we're talking about. Going on to the next mountain range and over. This property is like in here somewhere. They don't own exclusivity of all this land. They got patchworks of land, but so there's private property mixed in here, and a lot of the land that this ranch has is government land that they've got grazing rights on. Let's see if they got some better maps. Yeah, see, look at this. It's a checkerboard of a map. So you got private property inside this ranch that covers the area, and they've got cattle grazing over the area, and this is open range. So if you want to keep the cattle out, you build a fence, you keep the cattle out, and this is going to be these guys' cattle. One time or another, they probably own this land, sold it off in different ways, probably pay the taxes or something. But look at the pictures. I mean, this is the kind of land that they have. I don't know what time of year it is. It's happening, but cattle standing next to a stream, and this looks like a beautiful piece of property. That's probably the same valley, just a different part of the same valley, and it just goes and goes and goes. Miles and miles of countryside like that. But like this kind of valley, this is a idea of the valley. You get 10 acres in a valley like that. This is probably Pilot Peak looking off over in the distance. This is Pilot Peak for sure. This is a lot like the kind of view you'd have from this property, because this is from the other side of the same valley, and that other one had the mountains in between, so they're looking at it from the next valley over. But that Pilot Peak is a really tall one. It's like 10,700 foot, or it's almost 11,000 foot mountain. It's got a couple different tops to it, 10,600, 10,700, or vice versa, or something like that. Maybe 3 different tops to it in there. Guys like to hike that and go take pictures and stuff. It's just a major mountain range of the area. Here's some pictures of the cattle ranching, and like helicopter style ranching. It covers so much area, right? There's some guys on horses, and there's horses in the area. There's wild horses in the area. There's cattle, more cattle, and elk. There's elk. There's antelope, deer, and just a lot of big game that cruises the plains there, cruises the countryside, eats up the grass that grows, and you can watch. Here's a picture. This kind of countryside, 10 acres of that stuff. Different times of the year, it looks different. Changes color a little bit, but there's an idea. The kind of bush you get in that countryside, it goes from that to that, back and forth in different areas. And hopefully this is what you're looking for. Bring your horses, bring your RV, set up shop, and have fun. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. I'll put the link below so you can go check out this property and make it yours. Thank you.